Hey guys, it's Quickie Baby and welcome to the second runner-up of the 8.5 Quickie Baby competition, the first one that I've done. And as you guys have known, if you've seen the first ST1 video I released, I had 1,000 entries, and so I kind of extended the amount of footage that I'm going to show you. And I've got 7 runners-up and then 1 main prize that I'm going to be giving out. But as always, we're watching a game by Ash here on Mines, and this is a pretty nice matchup. Only tier 8 tanks and no artillery. But Ash, if you're out there, congratulations. If you want to, you can come and play along with me on my live stream. So hit me up. So Ash is deciding here that he wants to take the east of town. We can see that quite a lot of the enemy are going up on the hill, and they're going to absolutely blitz the Type 59s who are up there. Ash does quite a lot of work in third person, as you're going to see. And he's against now 2 tier 8 heavy tanks. And just watch the amount of shots that he takes from the north. The amount of bounces that Ash pulls off in the KV4 really shows you again what kind of armor this tank has. So he's getting shot by Lurve, 110, an unknown tank from the northeast. And the Lurve's just tracking him. Such is the nature of this Russian heavy lines armor. So he's using the top 107mm on this tank. You can see that its reload time is alright when you get the top turret. Its accuracy is okay and its penetration is pretty good and amazing with APCR for tier 8. Here we can see him punishing the Lurve's turret, and the Lurve's incapable of penetrating him. Why the Lurve's trying to engage the KV4 at the back and not the KV5s at the front is beyond me, but maybe he just doesn't like him. Some people get tunnel visioned on players, and I'm pretty sure if the Lurve had been shooting the KV5s, he would have penetrated all of his shots. Oh, Ashes was probably hoping to get his vendetta kill on the Lurve there. So now we can see all of the good players who went up onto the hill on Ash's team are now dead. And also the KV5 and the I6 that were alongside with him are now dead as well. He has got a pretty bad situation above him, as you can see. Oh my god, he just saw them. Look at all the tanks above Ash here. And he's trying desperately to help out his KV5 friend by securing the rear. And it looks like Ash was bouncing shots by the 48 and the Dickomax early. And he's yet to take a point of damage. Okay, so he's getting rushed by a T32 now with a VK above him and a 48 on the hill. It's him and a solitary T32 now getting surrounded by 2 T69s that I'm sure he's going to notice behind him in just a second. Maybe he knew the T69s were there and he still wanted to focus on the T32. You just got to keep killing the tanks. Looks like the T69s took out the T32 and now they've decided to reload after putting 1 shell in. A great kill coming up here on the Inden Panzer, really important. Takes out another tier 8 tank. And the T69's unloading on him. And he got a pretty unlucky bounce there on the T69. I would have liked to have seen him aim a little bit more there, but I guess he's just deciding that he wants to get the aggression going because he thinks they're reloading. And oh, the first ammo rack! 866 damage against the T69. He's deciding he wants to put pressure. Now remember, unless the T69's firing heat, it's got very low penetration. And, oh, there goes your engine. Handles the second T69 like a boss, rolling for 384 damage and doing 305 with the fire. And now he's chewing up this VK. So he fires in third person at the 1948 there. I'm not sure if he's a little excited right now. I think I would be too if I'd just done that. I'd be laughing my ass off. But he calms down, he puts another shot into the VK. Now he's got 1948 against him. I think the 1948 is using the 100mm, which means that it's very hard for him to penetrate the KV-4 unless he fires premium shells. With the 120, really, he can just shoot the KV-4 in the turret or even the lower plate. That's probably the worst thing I've seen Ashes do this game. It's just going round the corner at the 1948. Takes 2 shots from him. And fortunately for him, the 1948 decides to ram himself to death on Ashes. Absolutely bizarre. Absolutely bizarre. So now he's left alone against a competent IS driver and a rather below average ARL driver. His team are informing him that both of the enemy tanks are one-shottable, but so is Ash. He's already pulled off 6,300 damage and up! It's a top! Oh, that's the nature of the KV-4. Bouncing that IS from the side, and that IS must be pissed. It's an unfortunate RNG shot. It was the right thing to do to take a shot at the R. That looks like the R was going to pull back. And this is touch and go stuff here. This is touch and go stuff. So Ash has loaded the Prem rounds. With Prem rounds, this tank has got absolutely beastly penetration of 289. Now I'd be firing Prem 2 in these situations, but I would be aiming a slight bit more than that. He fires quite a lot of off the hip in third person shots. But he rolls really high to take out the ARL 44 at the end. And a great result. Let's take a look at some post-game stats. So here are the post-game stats for Ash's. If I'm pronouncing your name right, maybe it's just Ash S. Ash S? Ash S? Maybe. Anyway, Ash gets a pretty monster game. As you can see here, he gets 1,893 experience non-premium, which is massive. He gets a Radley Walters, a Steel War Medal, unsurprisingly, and a Top Gun. As we can clearly see here, his damage done was nearly 7,000 damage. He only hits just over 2/3 of his shots though. I think maybe Ash really needs to care about his aim a little bit more. He fires quite a few off the hip in third person mode. But most of the shots that he hit went in. You can see 19 out of the 22 went in. The 107mm on the KV-4's got really excellent penetration. And in this kind of a matchup, it far surpasses most of the enemy's armor, and he has the most badass armor at tier 8. Quite evident from the fact that he took 8,300 potential damage. This really was a power carry. He did just under the same amount of damage as the rest of his team combined. It's an absolute monster game. And he was the last man standing, and that is the definition of a power carry. If you're the last man standing, you're carrying the game hard. So Ash, if you're out there, hit me up. Let's play some games on the live stream. Thank you very much for submitting your replay, and you're the second runner-up of the 8.5 Quickie Baby competition. So I hope you're enjoying these replays, guys. Please be rating the videos if you're enjoying them. As always, you've been epic. Thanks a lot for watching, and hopefully I'll see you soon.